Good morning, everybody. This is Irmi from Yoga with Irmi and Loving and Sustainable Self-Care. It is my pleasure and my honor to teach a class today with you. So I hope you are ready to take care of your shoulders and your neck area. Today we're gonna do the shoulders, neck, upper spine. Good morning, Jillian. Good to see you. And a lot of times that's where we hold tension, pain, in just by normal life, by bending forward with on the computer, even in the kitchen when you work, you bend over, hunch over a little bit, and a lot of time of the day is spent in a position like this. So today we're gonna stretch the upper body out, the upper spine, shoulders, neck, and just feel a lot lighter because that's a lot of burden that is sitting on the shoulders. So let's get started. It's 9 and we come to the floor. Onto the pillow or blanket. Today it is a good idea to have a yoga strap or a belt, or the belt or the rope of a rope, because it would be helpful today for some of the poses we will do. So if you have any of those things, or you need to get them, take your time right now and get the strap, a belt, or a rope. Rope from a rope. And then whenever you are ready, just come back into the seated position. We're going to take a few moments to settle in here, arrive in the room and on the mat and in the body. And relax your arms. So find your place, either you cross the legs or you can stretch them forward at any time. Take a pillow, blankets, whatever helps to be seated comfortably now. And you can close your eyes if you like. And we take a couple of moments here to arrive. Making contact with the breath right away. So inhale, feel the breath coming through the nose. Notice also how the belly comes forward on the inhale, and then exhale through the nose, pull the belly back towards the spine. Of course, if the nose is open, if you have congestion for any reason, of course, then you would have to breathe through the mouth. But ideally, traditionally, in yoga we inhale and exhale through the nose, and it's not just a yogic philosophy in general. It is known that nostril breath or nose breathing is much healthier than mouth breathing. So get into the habit of breathing through the nose at any time possible. And just feel the breath, feel your belly, feel your arms relaxing, the shoulders, even the head, the eyes, the lips, the tongue, the jaw starts to soften. Feel your seat nice and grounded and planted into the glutes, sit bones, the legs, the feet. And then we're going to start to bobblehead the head and the torso. So just begin to wiggle a little bit around, however it feels good. So there's no real instruction on a direction to go. It's from the impulse of the body, how it wants to move this morning. So the spine, the neck might move into different directions and not at the same. And yes, notice the breath. It's a releasing breath because we start to loosen up. Start to loosen up and let go of tension. And then very slowly, whenever you feel like, you can take your time, but slowly we make the way back to center, kind of allowing the motion to fizzle out, the movement. And then you're going to land in the center and take a deep breath. Relax. And take a nice deep breath in. Hold the inhale just for a little bit. So belly out, chest out. We're holding the inhale. And exhale, slowly pull the belly towards the spine. Hold the exhale. Inhale. Yes, nice deep inhale. Expansion on the inhale. We hold the expansion, hold the breath. Hold the inhale. Just do the best you can. If you have to breathe more, do so, of course. And then exhale. Pull the belly back, help the exhale. We hold the exhale. Inhale. Yes, nice deep breath wants to come in. Hold the inhale. And then exhale. Pull the belly back, empty out the lungs. We hold the exhale. Inhale. And exhale normally. Yes, just take a couple of normal breaths. Which the breath is now invigorated. You can notice, maybe notice how the eyes open, the oxygen gets even into the smallest little places in the body, and I always feel everything in my eyes. So I can tell my eyes are opening, so there is a rush of oxygen going into the tissues. And we go one more time. Inhale. Expand belly, chest. You can even open the arms and like kind of imagine your expansion, like symbolically paint the picture of your expansion with your hands and arms. Hold. Exhale. Hold the exhale. And normal breath. Very good. Okay, let's bring the hands to the top of the shoulders, the forefingers in the front, thumb in the back. We kind of hook the hands on top of the shoulders with the elbows out. So you want to have the elbows really in the same plane as your torso, so not forward and probably not back. They don't go back by themselves, but they do want to come forward. So just check your lineup and keep the arms sideways, the elbows alongside the torso. And then on the inhale, we're going to twist to the left and exhale right. In and X. In and X. Just a gentle twist. In and X. In, X. Not too deep in the beginning, just warming up. So inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Head is moving with the body. Now hold on the left on the inhale, and then we exhale on the left, and then inhale right. Exhale left. In, X. 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 Center in and up, parallel. Belly out, chest out. Exhale, side bend to the right. In, to the left. Exhale to the right. Parted palm. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, center. Reach, belly out. Exhale down. Deep exhale. Maybe hold the exhale a little bit. Just make sure the old air is all the way out. And then just take another deep breath. Yes. Now let's bring the hands behind the head. And we're gonna interlace the fingers and just hold the head, the back of the head in the hands. Elbows out again. So again, elbows back as much as possible. Inhale a little bit of back lean if you can. And then on the exhale, we gently gonna roll forward and down. Elbows come towards the knees, maybe towards the floor. And then on the inhale, just come up and back. Open the arms, the elbows. And then exhale down. Inhale up. Chest forward, little back bend. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up and out. Arms up and parallel. Exhale to the left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. And exhale left. And inhale center. Exhale, let's bring the hands forward and down. And curl your toes and we come up into the standing position. Just roll the spine up. Into the mountain pose, so feet are about hip width apart. Inhale, arms come out and up, arms parallel, just like we did in the seated position. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, left, so same movement but standing. Exhale, right. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, interlace the fingers and bring them behind the head, just like we did before. And elbows back on the inhale, little back bend. Exhale, forward and down, rolling down. Soften the knees, so maybe the elbows come towards the legs or in that direction. And then inhale, press the feet, roll up, elbows back, chest forward. And exhale, roll down. So a little gentle pull on the head here. Inhale, roll up, press the feet down, roll up and back, chest up. Exhale down. So we're stretching, we're lengthening the neck a little bit here. Yes. Inhale up. When we come up, feel the feet pressing down. Help them a little bit by pressing more. Exhale, roll down. Inhale up. This time straight up, arms parallel. Exhale to the right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale, hands behind the head. Elbows out. Inhale. Exhale, this time right elbow towards the left knee. Towards each other. They don't have to touch, but they go towards each other. And then inhale up and back. Exhale over to the right. Inhale up and back. Exhale to the left. Inhale up and back. Exhale to the right. Inhale up and back. Exhale to the left. Inhale up and back. Exhale to the right. Inhale up and back. And the arms come up and straight up. Exhale to the left. Parted palm. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale straight up. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, forward and down. Full forward bend. Inhale, forward, up and back. Exhale, down. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, down. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, down. Let's go one more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, side to side. And take a nice deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, let's drop the head forward and the chin to the chest, and we're going to roll the spine down. And let the head hang, touch the floor. Forward bend, soften the knees, drop the head, the neck, the shoulders. Full deep breath in, exhale deeply also. Inhale, let's roll it up. Head is hanging, arms are hanging. Slowly come up, arms come out and up. Hands touch above. Exhale, right arm to the right, and then we bend all the way to the right. So left arm alongside the left ear, left hip goes out to the left. This is a bend. And then on the inhale, we're just gonna swing it all the way to the left. And then exhale all the way to the right. Inhale left. And exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. One more round. Inhale left. And exhale right. Inhale, center and parallel. Belly out, chest out. Full breath in. Exhale, slowly come down. Pull the belly in on the exhale. We hold the exhale. And relax. Deep breath. Yes. And let's step to the top of the mat and into the mountain pose. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch, back, bend. Exhale, we slide the hands in front of the torso and roll the spine down. Touch the floor. Inhale, lunge the right foot back. Exhale, lunge the left foot back. Plank. So when we are in the plank, you can either engage more by reaching the heels back and get the leg muscles, the tummy involved more. Or you can bring the knees down for modification. So there's always an option for everybody. And then slowly finish your exhale and come all the way down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Exhale, curl the toes and come into down dog. And take a breath, adjust your feet, soften the knees. Head is hanging, yes. Next inhale, come onto the knees into the cat lift or hovering cat lift. Keep the knees off the mat if you like. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, cat lift or hovering cat lift. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, cat lift or hovering cat lift. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath. Yes, inhale, we lunge the right foot forward or walk next to the right hand. Exhale, step to the top of the mat, into the forward bend. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms come out and up, hands touch, back, bend. Exhale, mountain pose. Take a deep breath. Exhale, sink into your feet. Yes. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch, back, bend. Exhale, slide the hands in front of the torso, drop the head. Roll down, touch the floor. Inhale, we lunge the right foot back. Exhale, lunge the left foot back. Plank. And then slowly float down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Exhale, curl the toes and come up to down dog. Deepest breath here. Adjust your feet. Sometimes we have to step forward a little bit. Let the head hang as if it draws the spine down even more. Inhale, we lunge the right foot forward. or walk. Exhale, step the left foot forward, forward bend. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Arms come out and up. Hands touch, back bend. Exhale, mountain pose. And take a deep breath. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch, find your back bend. Exhale, slide it down, roll the spine down, hands touch. Inhale, we step the right foot back. Exhale, step the left foot back. Inhale, engage or modify. Exhale, float down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Exhale, curl the toes and come back to down dog. Adjust your feet and take a breath. Inhale, cat lift or hovering cat lift. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, cat lift or hovering cat lift. Exhale, down dog. And one more. Inhale, cat lift or hover. And exhale, down dog. Take a breath here. And let's walk the dog. And stretch the legs, the lower back. At the same time, notice the head is nice and heavy, drawing the neck long and the spine. So feel that length, feel that gentle pull down in the neck, in the head, in the spine. At the same time, we're loosening up the legs. And come back to down dog. Inhale, hips come high. Exhale, lunge the right foot forward. Inhale, step the left foot forward. And exhale, fold, forward bend. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Arms come out and up. Hands touch, back bend. Exhale, mountain pose. Take a breath. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch, nice back bend, yes. Exhale, slide it down, roll the spine down. Hands touch the floor. Inhale, step or jump into plank. So you can go with one foot at a time back or jump, plank, engage or modify. And exhale, float down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, forward. Exhale, left. Inhale, forward. And exhale, send the hips back into child's pose. Maybe you need to adjust your knees to the edge of the mat. Rest your head on the mat, on your hands or your fists, or the blanket or pillow. And let's take a couple of breaths here. And let's take one more nice deep breath here. Next, inhale, let's come up. Onto the hands and knees. Exhale, adjust into table pose. Inhale, cat lift, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, cat stretch, opposite direction. Pull the belly in. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, neutral. And on the exhale, we're going to sit back to the heels. So this is the hero's pose, modification of the hero's pose, sitting on the heels. You can also bring the feet apart and sit between the feet, or you can take a pillow, a block, a blanket, and put it in between the feet and then sit on the blanket like so, which is a good way to modify. And so when you bring the feet out, it just gives more stretch in the knees, ankles, the hips. It's very much a joint position for the joints. And we also gonna do the shoulders here. So now the strap comes in handy if you have a strap, belt, or rope, one or the other. So find your place for your legs, for your seat. And then on the inhale, we're going to bring the arms out and up, hands touch above. Exhale, bring the right hand to the right shoulder blade area. Then the left arm comes down and back, and you're going to interhook the hands with each other. And I hope you can see it. I'm going to maybe turn this way, so you can see my hand position. And so if the hands don't touch, then you can take your strap here or your belt and put the strap in between, and that's gonna make the connection for you with the hands. So we can get a nice opening in the shoulders here. That is for the shoulders. Shoulder opener, gaze at eye level, so the head is neutral. And so we get this amazing opening stretch in the shoulders, in the hips, in the knees, in the ankles. So this is called the cow pose, and it just is a good stretch, a nice posture for all the joints. Or I should say for the big joints. And let's take a couple of breaths here. Relax your eyes. Relax your breath. Sternum forward. See that you keep the upper spine nice and long. So you don't want to hunch forward if possible. If that's the case, take your strap and use the help of the strap to come into the pose better. And let's take one more breath here. Inhale. On the exhale, we release slowly. Let the arms come down. They might want to wiggle a little bit. Yes, the neck, the shoulders. Now let's come onto the hands and knees and into the table pose for just a moment. And let's just stretch it out. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, curl the toes, stretch up into down dog, and let's walk the dog. Let's stretch the legs out. Keep the head nice and loose. And enjoy the breath here. Come back to down dog. Inhale in. Exhale onto the knees. Find your seat. And we're going to do the other side. So if you open the feet, now this time I'm going to use my pillow to show you. And also it gets a little much now to sit like this on the floor. So I'm going to take my pillow, which makes it a lot more accessible. And then inhale, arms come out and up. This time exhale, left hand to the left shoulder area. Right arm down and around. And then bring those two together. and see if they interhook. And this side for me is tighter, so I can barely grab my fingers. So I'm gonna take the strap on the left side. This is my tighter side. No, I think I did the wrong one. No, that was the easy one. The other one is a lot easier. So I'm gonna take my strap on where the left hand is down from the top and gonna make the connection here and get a good stretch without the struggle. So I still want to be able to breathe nice and deeply, eyes at eye level, and then sink into the seat, sink into the stretch. Maybe with time the arms open a little bit, maybe you can inch up on the strap for a little while or a little bit. Yes, it opens the breath, we open the rib cage. That's what this is all about, the upper spine, shoulders, neck. That's where we compress a lot of times. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take one more breath in here. Inhale. And then on the exhale, release the strap or the hands. I don't know if you use a strap. And then we're gonna again roll the neck and shoulders a little bit. And come onto the hands and knees. And into the table pose. Inhale, cat lift. Drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, curl the toes, send the hips into down dog. Inhale, we lunge the right foot forward or walk. Let's stretch it out. Yes, stretch the entire body out. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Arms come out and up. Hands touch, back bend. Exhale, mountain pose. And take a breath. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch, back bend. Exhale, slide it down. Touch the floor. Inhale, step or jump into plank. Exhale, adjust, engage or modify. Inhale, exhale, come down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Exhale, we send the hips back into the seated position again. This time we bring the hands to one side, swing the legs around, and we come into the seated position. Take the strap belt with you. We're gonna need it again. And first let's take a couple of nice deep breaths here. Inhale, turn the palms up. Exhale, drop the head forward, chin to the chest. And let's roll to the right ear, right shoulder, back if you can. Over to the left. And forward and again to the right. And maybe back and left. And forward, pause and take a breath. Let's go the other way. Left side first, back if you can, over to the right. And forward and again left. And back. And right. And forward and take a breath. Okay, now we're gonna do another nice shoulder opener. And let's begin on the left. So bring the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. So the foot is parallel to the thigh. And then we're gonna bring the left arm on the inside of the left leg or knee. And then lean forward a little bit. Bring the left arm back to around the left leg. And the right arm around. And then the two hands meet, and I'm gonna turn around so you can see what I'm doing. So the left arm goes back like this, and then the torso is tilting forward about 45-degree angle, and then we interhook the hands in the back, and you can take the strap here again and make the connection, and it's a nice stretch here. In the shoulders, in the hips. Again, a big joint position here, joint pose. So it either looks like this or with the strap, whatever works. You're going to get a good stretch, so use your strap if needed. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale, and then exhale, release the hands, and then we just gonna stretch the legs out and shake them, and take a nice deep breath here. Now let's bring the right foot in. So right foot on the inside of the left thigh, right arm to the inside of the right knee. And then bring that arm around, bring the left arm around, and then the interhook. Or take the strap here and make the connection, which gives you a deep stretch in the shoulders. Really good. Yes, nice deep breath here, letting go of tension, pain. Deep tension in the shoulders. And you can gaze to the left foot. That's a way to rest the eyes. Or just look towards the leg. And we take one more nice deep breath here. And then inhale in. On the exhale, release. The hands, bring the legs down. Shake it out. And take a nice deep breath here. Yes, long spine. Notice your posture. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch. Exhale, forward bend. So we go halfway in the beginning, about halfway. Arms stay by the ears. Gaze is down. Obviously. And let's just stretch the back here, yes. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, side to side. Inhale, out and up. Hands touch, back bend. Now a little back. Exhale, forward and down, halfway down. Gaze is down, deepest breath. Inhale up. Exhale, side to side. Inhale, out and up. Hands touch, back bend. Exhale, forward and down. This time halfway, but just for a moment. feel the entire length of your arms forward, forward, and then let it drop wherever they may and come into your seated forward bend. Let the head hang, wiggle it, the shoulders loose, the arms loose. And then a little bit more down if you can, by inching the hands forward. Next inhale, we lengthen the arms so we come up, allowing the chest to expand to bring the breath in. And then on the exhale, fold and come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, if you like, you can scoop the hands over the feet and then fold down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. And this time we roll up on the inhale, arms come out and up, hands touch. Exhale, side to side, and relax the hands, the arms and shoulders for a moment here. Inhale, let's bring the feet in and together into the cobblers pose. We wrap the arms, we interlace the fingers, wrap the hands around the feet. Inhale, pull up on the feet, lengthening the spine, knees drop out. And then on the exhale, a little bit of tilt here. So nice getting into the lower back now also. And then inhale, lengthen. Belly out, chest out, exhale, tilt. Pull the belly in, yes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, tilt. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stay. And we take 2 more breaths here. Pulling the feet upwards, shoulders relax. Spine nice and long. Inhale. And on the exhale, this time we release. Stretch the legs out. Inhale, we bring the arms forward in parallel. And exhale, roll to the floor. Maybe the hands need to come to the floor to help you down. That's perfectly fine. And relax for a moment. Inhale, bend the knees in. Exhale, wrap the arms around the shins or behind your thighs and sink the spine down into the floor, yes. And then we roll from side to side, head, body. Massage the spine, the kidneys. And come back to center. And take a nice deep breath. the knees to the left. Left hand helps them down, right arm to the right. Final spinal twist. And we look over to the right palms facing up. You can lengthen the legs out more if they are very tight. Or you can take a block, a pillow, or a blanket and support your knees so they come up a little higher and take the strain off the body wherever it might be. Enjoy the breath, enjoy the expansion. Enjoy the feeling of being more open, less tense, more space. And on the next inhale, we're going to roll up to center. Exhale, drop the knees to the right. Right hand helps them down. Left arm to the left. Shoulder level, look over to the left. And if you need support on the other side, take your pillow or whatever you have and support your knees. So you can let go here. The final spinal twist is to not do anything anymore. We don't stretch, we don't reach, we don't hold. Just be in the pose. And the pose is going to do its job by opening the spine more, the joints, the hips, the shoulders. And so we only want to make the body even more comfortable to be in this pose. That's why the pillows or blocks, if needed. No doing, no stretching, no reaching. This is a non-doing pose. It's also called a passive pose. And it doesn't mean it doesn't have a purpose or it doesn't have an effect. It does its purpose by being in it. And let's take one more nice deep breath here. Next inhale, we roll up to center. And then on the exhale, you can bring the arms either to the sides or cradle the head in the interlaced hands. And then we're going to drop the knees to the right, halfway down about. And then roll them away from you. So we draw a circle. Feet stay off the mat, over to the left. And center. And again, over to the right. Roll the knees away from you. So we're rolling on the sacrum. And then to the left. And center. And take a nice deep breath here. Pause. And let's go the other way. So left side down, halfway. Roll the knees away from you, over to the right, and back to the chest. And we go one more time to the left. Roll away, over to the right, and back to center, and take a breath. Sink the spine down. Relax the shoulders. relax your hips, relax your arms, the head. And on the next inhale, let's stretch the legs up, point the toes. And you can keep the hands in behind your head, or you can bring them down to the sides, or you can bring the hands under the buttocks, whatever you like. Now to let the legs float down on the exhale. So however your arm position is, you want to press the arms down to create a counterweight for the legs. And remember, you can take the pressure off and bend your knees and bring the feet in once in a while, and then stretch them out again and keep on floating. So that, and you might have to do this a couple of times. That's okay. Over time, we gain strength, and then it's gonna get easier. And then you can also hold the legs over the mat for an extra breath if you like. And then eventually we come all the way down. Yes, big deep exhale. And then release the hands, adjust into the corpse pose, arms alongside the body now, palms up, feet about hip width apart, flaring out. And then maybe you need to roll out the neck one more time from side to side. Come back to center, tuck the chin forward. Close your eyes if you like. And we go into the relaxation phase. And make contact with your breath. Right away feel your inhale and your exhale through the nose. Also notice the belly movement up and down with the inhale and the exhale. And we allow the head to rest a little bit more today into the mat, the back of the head. And now the shoulders, especially the shoulder blades. The arms and hands and fingers, nicely relaxing down, letting go. And your face, allow the face to be soft, the forehead, the eyes, the cheeks, the lips, the mouth, the tongue. Imagine the neck is relaxing, the upper spine, the torso, spine in the torso, the lumbar, the sacrum, the entire pelvis, the big hip joints relaxing even a little bit more into the floor. The big thigh muscles, the knees, calves, ankles, feet and toes. As if you are a little bit heavier and drawing yourself into the earth. I know sometimes it might sound a little bit morbid if I say make contact with the ground or the earth, people think about death, maybe. But it's think about the earth as an element. It's one of the 5 elements. And the earth has this supportive, dense, solid, grounding energy by nature. So we want to connect with this energy to make us feel supported and grounded and taken care of. So we can let go here and enjoy the relaxation. So think about when I say the earth, think about the element earth and the qualities of the earth rather than being buried in the earth. Because sometimes I feel there's people cringe a little bit when I say make contact with the earth or sink into the earth. It's all about the quality of the energy of the earth, which is calming, relaxing, supportive, grounding, holding. And when we feel this energy, then we can really let go. We can relax deeper. And let's take a little bit of deeper breath now. And slowly roll to the right side. Rest your head in your upper arm for a moment. It's also called the fetal pose, like a fetus in the belly of the mom. So, and then slowly we're going to come back to the seated position. So it's like you come out of this very protected, comfortable, grounded space of the relaxation pose, and then we transition into the fetal pose, and now we are getting ready to be reborn and come back into the seated position. And allow the eyes to slowly open. And this was our yoga for today. Thank you all for chiming in. Thank you for practicing with me. Have a great day, a wonderful weekend. Namaste. Hey, Esther, Clara, and Nelson. Hi. Good to see you all. See you next time.